Okay, I wanted to try out this chemical guy's Diablo gel to see how well. This is before mine. Yeah, I just hosed it down to give you a better idea of how bad this shit is. Like, you can see the break dust, like, pretty fucking thick. So I'm about to go ahead and use this Diablo gel, which I've already properly mixed to the best of my abilities. 3-to-1 ratio, you know, that good shit. So let's see how much of a difference this makes. I've already tested it on the other side, so I've seen the finished product. The rest of the truck's filthy, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I've already tried it to see how well it works. So now I'm getting in there all good. Like, I'm not using all the brushes they used in their video, because I'm not trying to spend a small fortune. I don't care too much about the actual truck itself as far as paint, because it's FUBAR. So I'm just, you know, trying to see what I can do for these wheels, because goddamn, these wheels aren't cheap. These are AE alloys, and motherfuckers cost me almost $400 a pop. I got them from the previous owner. He didn't necessarily take great care of them, and I won't lie, I didn't do very good myself. So let's get in there and scrub a little bit and see how well this shit comes clean. Like, I'm pretty sure the milled accents are, I'm gonna have to buy their actual heavy duty product to come back later and try to better clean this. But this is just to see how well the Diablo gel can do on its own. I asked them what I should get. They said Diablo gel. I was initially gonna buy the more heavy duty product, but I figured, shit, I'd try to see how well the Diablo gel does on its own before I go and spend $30, you know? Because the actual heavy duty product comes in a spray bottle, and it is already like $20. So I'm like, shit, that's, this was 10. Let's see what the $10 product does first before I go buy the $20 product and the $10 product. That would have been $30, and unfortunately I'm not made of money. Like, this one's not as bad as that rear one I just did not too long ago. The rear one I did was fucking horrible, and it still has brake dust on it. But I'm not expecting a miracle, so, you know, I'm gonna try the slightly heavy dutier product to see how well that one works. I'm gonna eventually get these repowder coated anyway, but if I can avoid that, shit, that would save me a lot of money, because powder coating isn't a cheap thing to do. But I know a guy locally, Judd Lagunas, Will Love, here in San Antonio, Texas, and that guy does some good shit. He knows his wheels. But let's see how good of a job that did. I look like I could see a difference already. And I didn't let it sit or anything, which I did with the other one. Yeah, it's noticeably cleaner. A lot less brake dust. This one wasn't that bad. It's the other one though. That rear one is fucking horrible. I'm not really sure. I think it was one of my front brakes at one time. Well, it was one of my front wheels, and I rotate them pretty frequently. So that one was just getting all the love as far as like getting fucked up. Like, but yeah, that came through relatively clean. I am actually satisfied with that. Yeah, you can see pretty big difference, and it feels noticeably different. Still got some rough spots, but I mean, not nearly as bad as it was. I would show you the last one. Fuck it, yeah, since I'm out here, might as well show you 2 out of, you know, 4, you know. Hose this one down, make it look a little less bad, because it's a lot of dirt that can just rinse right the fuck off. But let's see how much brake dust this actually is. Like, see, you can see that shit. That shit's fucking caked. But it's not as bad as that other one. That other one was fucking horrible. That other one looks like this one, and it was twice as bad, you know. So I can definitely say this product works. Or the fucking spray bottle. Let's see. Where did I leave that goddamn thing? Oh, it's on my porch. So let's spray some of this good shit on here and see what we get. I am by no means a professional cameraman, so I am sorry if you can't see a lot or if you're unsatisfied with the quality of my video, but this is a real life person who's not a professional doing some shit, trying to see what he can do to make his fucking wheels look a little bit better, because it always irritated me when I would wash these goddamn things and they still look like shit on close inspection, and I'm like, god damn it. So let's get in here and do some scrubbing. Like, I'm not really getting into these milled accents because that shit's not really gonna come off. But you can just hear that brush, it's scraping against brake dust. Like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna get all that off, but it should take off a pretty good amount. But as you can see, the wheels do need a new powder coat, because like in this area, like right in particular, you can see where the metal is showing, where it ate through, you know, it got chipped. Previous owner had these wheels and he worked in the oil field, and he would be on those shitty service roads, and yeah, these are not the kind of wheels you want when you're in that industry working on those fucking roads, you know. And as for the back of the barrel, fuck it, you don't see it anywhere. I just want the parts that you notice to be all clean and shit. But yeah, I think that came through a lot cleaner. It makes a lot less noise when I go over it with the brush, so I'm assuming there's a lot less brake dust on there, or it's moved a lot. Now let's hose that down, because this video is really starting to drag, and ain't nobody got time for that. I don't even remember when people started saying that shit. That was, I want to say about 2 to 3 years ago that was a thing. I'm not a young man. I'm turning 30, so yeah. Pardon me for using outdated references. But you can already see a noticeable difference in the actual shine of the wheel. But there is still brake dust on here, so I'm going to have to come back again, you know, with their heavier duty product and see if that can maybe give it that 1-2 punch that it needs to get this shit off. But yeah, like that's still pretty caked on. You can see those lines, and I think some of that's not actually brake dust. Some of that is just like where the actual where the actual powder coat got eaten away. So that could very well be what I'm seeing, because it's a lot smoother. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. I think some of that could just be powder coat gone because of the brake dust just sitting there for so long and baking onto there. But yeah, I'm not much happier with that, and I can show you the rear passenger side, how bad that is. Like, yeah, that's still fucking bad. You can see that shit. And I got in there pretty good, you know, and I let this shit sit for a bit. But this is not their heavy duty product. This is their, you know, lightweight product, which is still pretty good, you know. But yeah, see, that shit's still in there. So I'm gonna try their decon next and see how that works out. We have approaching 10 minutes, so gonna sign out. Yeah, and before I forget, this is the actual end. This is one of my newer rims. This one is not nearly as old as the others. I had one that was cracked that needed replacing. So this is a relatively new one that you can see the difference, I think, in the actual look of the wheel compared to others. Like this one, that shit knocked out whatever little brake dust was on there pretty quick. But once I get the decon, I'll probably hit all 4 and see what kind of results I get. But yeah, I forgot to show you a good wheel versus the more foobar and fucked up ones. Alright, you guys have a great night. Or day, I guess. I don't know whenever you're watching this, but take care.